Welcome back, everybody. It's Cree Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, everybody. I am back and I am trying to get into my creative groove after some time off for the holiday. My January Diva Delight project is going to be all about recycling, recycle, repurpose, and reuse. RR and R, triple R's. Since I've been cleaning out my space, I have a lot of fabric, and fabric's one thing I have a hard time letting go of because I love all the little pieces and I always think I'm going to use them, and they're really starting to accumulate. So I thought, let me try to use some of those. So what I'm going to do, Julie J, who gave me the inspiration for the domino book, also gave me the inspiration for decorating a ribbon spool. So I have this here, and she used some beautiful knobs on the top. I'm thinking if you had some kind of a large bead or even a stone, a beautiful stone or something, you could use all kinds of stuff, you know, for just the topper. So I'm going to put this aside and we're going to work on this later. I have a couple of different spools that I can use. So we're going to make jelly rolls, and I'm going to show just a couple of them that I made previously. I made these strips, and so they would be about the length of a journal page, so it could go on the edge or whatever you'd want to do. Make a belly band with it, and I just loved all of the colors together and the buttons. I maybe went, some of them are a little bulky, but I just love all of the colors. And these were very easy. It's just the strips of little squares of fabric, and I just stitched down the middle and then, you know, put on my buttons and things. I used a strip of fabric. I just used some double-sided sticky tape to get the little pieces to just kind of hold until I got to my sewing machine. Here's another one. Aren't these colors just so pretty? And then I wanted to do some blues. Now this is a piece I put on felt. And I've got these also are on the felt. This one is fabric, so it has more movement there. And then I thought, let me just use, I have a lot of packing paper that I have saved. So this is a piece of one, but just as an example, this is packing paper. First of all, it can glue down very well to paper. And yeah, and I just left a lot of them kind of, you know, just blank so I could add whatever I want to it. So I might do some of these. I'm not sure exactly where this is going. So this is the thing, let me say up front. I want to make some jelly rolls to go on to my spool, and that's all I kind of know right now. I would imagine that the way that I am, I'm probably going to run in a couple of different directions, and there will probably be more than one video. Then I also just did some little pieces with some little extras, and these are just some that I have left over, some blue. One a little crazy here. Got lots of bling. And there's another one. And this one with some stamped fabric. It's kind of big, a larger one that could be a pocket. I'll tell you what I have so far. I have on my messy edges, I'm calling them now. So I've got some little pieces of fabric, and I pulled these colors because I was thinking this could easily go right into Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna use these colors. Oh, here's some more that I used packing paper on the back, and this kind of a fall colors. And this one has some purple lavender in it. I used a lot of string here. This one's kind of cool. Okay, so I've got my little pieces of fabric over here, and I'm just gonna slide this over so you can see my messy edge. I'm gonna pull over so you can see. I have some little boho pieces. Okay, so I've got those on this side. And then over here, I just have some focal points. I have a few extra pieces of fabric. I have this little bin where I have some different trims, lace trims and things here. And then just a couple pieces of, you know, fabric, additional pieces that I could use if I want. And even some, you know, I could use these as embellishments. So this is what I'm working with. I have a lot of things that I've cut out, different focal points to use that I never did. And these are paper dolls from Art House Whimsy, and I love them, just didn't use them in a project, so I thought these are perfect. So I have these little pieces that I've started, and then I have some other ones here. So my idea is to use some of these and put them on strips. I also have a lot of vintage photos that I could use and kind of do little clusters. And then I have my strips that I can add to. I have some red ones. I also just took this piece of burlap that was sitting around, and so I just grabbed that, and I thought, well, that with a piece of lace on top, and then I can just kind of attach these to it, right? So this is my idea to start. Like, I also have a lot of stamped fabric pieces. So some of these I did, well, most of these I did. Some of them were sent to me. So these are kind of fun also to stitch around. Got some rusty pieces. If you did not see my rust video, you've got to watch that. It's a lot of fun, and you take the rusty water and kind of go over top of your tea-dyed pages, and it just adds a little more interest and dimension to your papers. So I will link that in the description. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, we'll see where this goes. I'm just going to make a couple of these. I'll lay them out with I'll lay them out here and use my double-sided sticky tape, and then I can go through my sewing machine. And I switched my threads to this very light khaki color. You know what, I'm going to start with these because they're all sort of the same, you know, headshots here. So let's do these. I'm just going to have some fun putting some of these clusters together, and then we'll kind of come back and revisit where we are. I'm going to play some music and just show the process here, but one thing I wanted to mention is that I initially cut up a bunch of squares, and I wish that I would have torn the fabric instead because I really like the frayed edges a lot better. I also kind of figured out a sort of a formula that I liked to use, and you will see coming up later. I start to do the same thing as far as how I lay out my pieces. I lay a longer strip down and then some smaller pieces beside it so that we get, you know, all of the different textures and pattern and color. And then I would lay a piece of lace or something across the bottom of my paper doll. So here I will show the process of creating these little cuties.
Mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper that sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
So here are some of my finished pieces after it was attached to the roll, and you can see the sewing, and I added a few little embellishments but tried to not add anything too bulky. So next, stay tuned, I'm going to work on making the spool, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you for the next project. Thanks for watching.